Verse 7 of Matthew, the 4th chapter says, Mashiach said unto him, it is written again. This is what you said, Yahweh, thou shalt not tempt the Most High thy power. See, that's tempting the Most High. That's why you can't just do things and say, okay, well, I know the Most High gonna come through with for me. Something that's not, you're not using wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You jumping off a cliff talking about, I know the Most High gonna have his angels protect me. I didn't do that. So, what did he quote just now? When he said, thou should not tempt the Most High thy power. What is he quoting? What is he going to? What is he quoting? Come on, y'all don't know. What is he quoting?
Law.
Law. But you don't know where it's at. It's in Deuteronomy.
That's what I was saying. I don't know. I forget what it's at.
Somebody said?
Deuteronomy 13.
Not 13. It's 16. Deuteronomy 6 and 16. Okay. It says, ye shall not tempt the Most High your power as he tempted him in Messiah. Very good. That's what you gotta see this, because if you could use this, I've said it over and over again in the spirit when people say that we're not under the law. Right? They say we're not under the law. But the Mashiach Yahweh is using the law against Shaitan. Using the law against the devil. Using the law against the tempter. How about that? And every time he's saying, it is written. You know? And it's not written. He's not going to anything that we can go to in the New Testament as far as him rebuking him. He's going to the law. Going back to Matthew, the 4th chapter, and verse 8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, including this kingdom that we in now, these kingdoms that we in now, and the glory of them, all the glory of these kingdoms that existed from the time that Mashiach Yahushua was on the earth until the end of the world. And said to him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. He showed him all the kingdoms. So therefore, that clearly lets you know that those that are ruling in this world are doing what? Nobody knows. Look at Luke, the 4th chapter. Come on, put y'all thinking caps on. Luke 4 and 5. And the devil, taking him up into an high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will, I give it. He showed him all the kingdoms, said the Most High and gave it to him, and whoever he will, he give it. The condition is, if thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be thine. So I ask the question again. So what are these kingdoms, even including the kingdoms that we have on this earth today, what have they done to receive their kingdoms?
They worship Satan.
Yeah. That's right. They bow down and worship Satan. They worship Satan. I'm just looking at for what we're reading, so you can understand what we're reading. All that comes into it, but they worship Satan. They bow down and worship Satan. So going back to Matthew, the 4th chapter, verse 8 and 9 again. Again, the devil taking him up into an exceeding high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then said Yahushua Mashiach unto him, get thee hence, Satan. Satan, for it is written. You got to see this, for it is written. That's why you got to know this word. For it is written, thou shalt worship the Most High thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. Okay? Now he's quoting scriptures right here. What is he quoting right here? Thou shalt worship the Most High thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. What is he quoting right here?
The law.
The law. Come, it's in Deuteronomy again. He's weighing Deuteronomy out. It's in Deuteronomy again.
Is it 6 and 17?
Yeah, that's that one now. You got that one right. Right, kind. Deuteronomy 6 and 13. Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power and serve him, and shall swear by his name. Now another one that's a little better than that one is Deuteronomy 10 and 20. Same thing. Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power, your power. Him thou shalt serve, and to him shalt thou cleave, and swear by his name. That's what he quoting, the law, once again. Beautiful. Going back to Matthew 4 and 11. See, then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. See that? The devil left him, and angels came and ministered unto a Mashiach Yahushua. Remember what he said, cast yourself down, where he said angels will, hold you up in their hands so that you won't hurt yourself. Paraphrase. You see, those angels were there. They hear. As you hear. Hebrews 1 and 14. So are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? They sent it for us, children of Israel. So that's very important when you look at, that was in Matthew 4th chapter. In the 5th chapter, he said this in 17th verse. And it makes very much sense, clear sense, that he would say this since he already used the law to go against Satan. Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. He couldn't say that. We just showed how he went to the law to rebuke the devil. Con? So we can't come back and say the law is done away with when he used the law to rebuke the devil. And he had to leave. So I said, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am come not to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. And that's these preachers that are telling us, our people, I might say, that we're not under the law. but we're in the mercy and grace. They're going to be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, do the law, teach the law, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So going to the next question. What reason did Mashiach Yahushua give to his disciple as to why people could not understand his parables? What reason did Mashiach Yahushua give to his disciples as to why people could not understand his parables? And I know that was on the narrator. You played that before I came online. What reason did the Mashiach Yahushua give to his disciples as to why people could not understand his parables? Why do people couldn't understand his parables? Everybody understand a parable is like a riddle. You don't know the reason why? They couldn't understand the parables. Man, some of these things I went over a lot. That's why I wonder how y'all take notes, because it's very important to know why you're going to these precepts. And let's look at Mark the 4th chapter. He's speaking in parables. I'm going to start at verse 9. And he said unto them, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. This once he said the riddles, parables. Some fell by the wayside, some fell among stony ground, some fell among thorns, and some fell among good ground. Seeds. Verse 10, Mark 4:10. And when he was alone, they that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, so he was talking to a multitude, but only so many came with the 12 apostles to ask him the understanding of the parable that he had just said. Verse 11, and he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery, which is something that's unknown, of the kingdom of the Most High. But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables. This is why it's very important, because this is showing you that he don't want everybody to be saved. And everybody's not going to be saved. I don't care if they call themselves Israelite or whatever. That he says this, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, least at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them. There it is. That's the answer.
What scripture was that again? That was in Matthew 13.
Yeah, we're going to go there, but that's, like I said, a lot of it is in the Gospels. You go to Matthew, Mark, and Luke, they have the same, they tell them the same story. We just go through the different ones and you get more understanding as they all give the same account of the same situation in action. That was Mark the 4th chapter. The parable starts from 1 down, but I started at verse 9 once he said what he had said in the parable. But the answer is verse 12. The question was, what reason did Mashiach Yahushua give to his disciples as to why people could not understand his parables? In verse 11 and 12 it says, and he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery, that's something that's unknown, of the kingdom of the Most High. But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, least at any time they should be converted and their sins shall be forgiven them. That's deep. Now Matthew, the 13th chapter, and verse 15. Matthew 13 and 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. So let you know that some people, they're not going to get this. That's why we can't really trip on people that don't receive this. Because it shows you he don't want everybody to be converted. He don't want everybody to be healed. Okay, next question. Who did Judas Iscariot, he the one that betrayed Mashiach Yahushua, who did he go to betray Mashiach Yahushua? Who did he go to? The Romans? Anyone else? Anyone else? Pharisees. Anyone else?
The main church, the head priest, Judas.
You know what I'm saying? The question is, who did Judas Iscariot go to betray Mashiach Yahushua?
The Italians.
Somebody said the Italians.
The temple.
That ain't the temple ain't the people. People be in the temple. Who did he go to? Who did Judas Iscariot go to betray Mashiach Yahushua? That been said already. Anybody else?
The Israelites in the temple, the head priest.
Okay, you hot. What they called?
Oh, that's Jesus.
No.
Hello?
She said it right. It's just
The bishops and the head priesters.
okay. I'll give you that one. Well, they're called the chief priests. They're called the chief priests. Okay? Go to Mark 14 and 10. Mark 14 and 10. And Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went unto the chief priests, there it is, to betray him unto them. So he went to the chief priests. Okay? And someone has said, look at, somebody said to the Romans, somebody kept saying Italians, so look, this gives an understanding of why they did it. But let's go to John 11, and we're going to look at verse 47. And the answer is right here again for who Judas Iscariot went to betray Mashiach Yahushua. John 11 and 47. Y'all there? It says, then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation. So they were afraid of losing their power. There was